The Good Ride, making mediocre matter one good setup at a time. The Rossi 1LF 2019 is not much different from the 2018 and I believe the 2017 when it was just the one mag. It's been a fun week and a half playing around with this and comparing it to other favorites, and I've had a good time riding with my Adidas Tactical ADVs, riding with Union Atlas, with Solomon holograms, with Burton Genesis, with Rossi bindings, and all around, and just really having fun. And even got my Adidas Xterra on there. It was a little too much. That was a little too much gun. A little too much boot for this board. I've ridden this in just about every condition possible, from thick Sierra cement to decent Cascades powder to pretty good powder to super icy snow to snow mint, kind of hard snow, to perfect groomers. The 40% camber, 60% rocker, and the same shape it's been for years. I'd really love to see this board evolve a little more and maybe get a little more camber, maybe play around with the setback on board, maybe do something to kind of, revitalize it and let it evolve. But overall, it's still a very fun board. It's got a good flex. It's fun to drive. This 59 is super fun. I've owned a 56 for years, and I've owned a 59 in the past. I think I kind of like the 59 a little better for, riding groomers and making bigger, longer, drawn-out turns. I love the 56 for more park play. This light frame technology, you can kind of see the sun hitting it, hopefully, that goes throughout the entirety of the board, makes it much damper than the old 59 and 56 I used to own. This light frame, not light wave, light frame technology. This is one of my favorite hard snowboards for West Coast hard snow, and it's one of the boards I recommend for people who ride in the East Coast, because while it might not grip as hard as some of the boards out there, it's got that stability as well as upper tier grip. It's like 4.5 out of 5, I would say, and it's right up there near excellent. And that little bump, along with those extra disruptions, along with the hybrid camber right at the bindings, you've just got so much contact and so much grip that it really helps you have a stable ride. Like, you can 1 foot off the chair so easy. You can go down long flat cat tracks. You can straight line and you can flat base so well with this board compared to many hybrid rocker boards with more magnet traction, like, let's say, for example, the Terrain Wrecker. The Terrain Wrecker is really loose on hard snow, but once you got it on edge, it's amazing. If you like more of that camber feel, then this is it. But jibsaw heavy duty and jibsaw, in a 157, kind of hang in there. I actually like turning on those boards better because they have more camber and they have more of a carve to it, which is interesting because I thought this would be kind of more of that, more of that personality. But this and the Templar are more, they kind of turn through a carve quicker. It kind of hurries you up through the carve a little faster, but there's still a little resistance from that mellow camber between the feet. And both are pretty good in powder, but I'd give the nod to the Templar. What I really like about this board, though, is it just has a little more personality, a little more going on than the Templar. It just feels a little more lively. It's a little more fun to turn, despite the fact that they have the same kind of camber. It's a little easier to ride switch. It's a great one-board solution. It's a great one-board quiver. It's like what I say, that's why I call it all mountain, because you can ride it centered, and then, like you saw in our comparison, You can set it back, and you can ride everything from ice to powder with very good proficiency. You can ride it centered and treat it like a twin. Go ride the half pipe, go hit kickers, hit a jib or two, and then you can set it back, and you can get some directional float and powder that's better than your average twin or directional twin with a centered stance. This has some setback on board, and check the table review so you can see that. So all in all, it's a pretty winning formula, and it's a great one-board solution for those that see a lot of hard snow. So there you have it, readers of the Good Ride. Thanks for watching and learning and growing as snowboarders.